since I got these two little bargains today, I'm going to pop them in these trays and I'm going to get them started so that in about a month's time I can pop these in ground, which will be then 2 months after the ones that I've already put in. So I've got a nice staggered sowing of onions coming end of year. So normally your main crop onions, you would harvest those in August. So if I plant these now, then these will be ready for harvest at the end of December. So I can prolong that harvest. I can get more onions that I can store with no problem right through until probably March next year. But to get a jump on these, we need to do something different rather than just pushing the onion sets into the ground outside. We want to get them started for 2 reasons. First reason being, we'll get a jump on growing season if we do it this way. Secondly, if we do it this way, when you do put them in your beds, the birds can't pull them out, because they will pull them out. And it's for no reason, because they don't eat them. They just pull them out and then fly away. But this will prevent that happening. And I've made another video showing this before, but because I've had quite a few new subscribers, I thought I'd just do a little catch-up one on exactly how I do it. Just a quick video, but I can now also show you what happens in maybe 2 to 3 weeks time by doing this. So I'm going to put them into these 40 cells. Really cheap things these are. They're quite flimsy, but I've been using these for the last 2 years and they're still alright, they haven't broke. But you can get 40 onion sets starting growing in one of these, and you can get these from Wilco's and you get 3 for £1, so really cheap. So I'll just bob some compost in and then we'll have a look at these onions that I've just bought. So we've got us compost in there now, so I'm just going to get a quick water and then we'll see what these onions look like. I'm just going to pop them in a bowl while we have a look at them, because if there's any bad ones in here we want to take them out. So basically they're the onions. The variety is called Snowball. So I thought we'll have a go at these because I've got Sturons in at the moment and I've got Red Barons. So I thought we'll try some of these for us later harvest. So as you're going through these, check them. If you get nice little plump firm ones like that, they're perfect. That's what you want. If you get any that's like thin and a bit squishy, they're no good. Throw them away. And basically when we plant them like this, it couldn't be any simpler. All we want to do is get these onions started before they go outside. So we just push them about to half the depth. They're basically just sitting on top. Don't need to bury them or anything. Just sit them there. The roots will grow down and form a nice little onion plug plant. So again, nice plump ones. They're exactly what you're looking for. And just push them into the compost. If you get any like this, which like really tiny little things, put them in a little container. Just stick them in a little container or something like that. See what happens. If you get one medium-sized onion out of it, it's not really took any space, has it? So instead of throwing it away, get a little chance at life. So I'm just going to carry on now and fill up this tray. Just one, you probably already know this, but just in case you don't, that's the bottom of your onion there. That's where your roots are going to come out. And the top will have this little bit of a pointy thing. So make sure you plant it the right way around, else they just won't work. Just in case you're not aware. So that literally took a few minutes. And you've got 40 onions planted there. That'll be ready to go out in a few weeks' time. If you keep them in your greenhouse, they'll grow that little bit better. So basically they're going to grow in these cells, they're going to put down some roots, and a green shoot's going to come out at the top. And that's when you plant them. These are some that I put in a tray a few weeks ago, not too long, and you can see that the green shoot is out the top now. But if I take one out, You can also see it's got a good root system on it. And that's basically your onion plug. So you just make an hole with a dibber or something in the ground outside, push that in, firm down around it, and then the birds cannot pull it up. If you do it the regular way, where you just set your onions in rows on top of the soil and they're not covered up with anything, the birds will just grab hold of the tiny little tops of these and just yank them out. So it's always best to do it this way and then plant them. They're not going to get pulled out. Nothing much really tries to eat onions, so you don't need to cover them up for that reason. And you've already got that head start on growing. So if you've not done this before, give it a try. So I guarantee it will work. But apart from just working, if you did this in February, when it's too cold really to put anything outside, it's too cold and it's too wet, then come mid-March, you've already got your pre-grown onions ready to put straight in your bed with an head start on season. And that's the whole point of doing this kind of thing. Just make sure they get some light when that green bit starts to come out. So that was just a quick video update of how I'm actually going to stagger my onions this year. I'm using 3 different varieties. I'm using a white onion, a red onion, and then I've got these snowball ones. But when they come to harvest time, the harvest is going to start in August, maybe October for the second lot. And then these will be December, mid-December, and we'll have 3 lots of harvest to store up. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see any more things like this in future, I'm going to be doing lots and lots more videos with the container garden that I've just set up, as well as any bargains that I can drop on and give you the heads up on to maybe save you a bit of money. And if that sort of thing is interesting to you, just hit the subscribe button and press the notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you.